Thank you to Emergent for sponsoring this video. Click the link in the description to start building with Emergent on your own. Something that I haven't seen before is people using vibe coding tools to build Chrome extensions. Emergent, I have found, is a really powerful AI coding assistant. And in this video, we are going to see if it can build a Chrome extension. Chrome extensions, I think, are a really underrated way to make money online. Here's just some examples of Chrome extensions that are making a lot of money. Gmask, this is a browser extension to send email campaigns, over $130,000 a month. Closet Tools help automating posting on fashion. A reselling marketplace of Poshmark, $42,000 per month. CSS Scan, $100,000 per month. It's just a browser extension to view and modify CSS rules on websites. So this is even a simple example of something that can make a lot. This one, GoFullPage, $10,000 per month. It lets users take screenshots of full web pages, and then there's premium features at $1 per month. So there's really a lot of different apps out there that are making money using Chrome extensions. So in this video, I'm going to test out using Emergent to build a similar app to GoFullPage, which is the ability to do a full page screen capture. And we're going to see how well Emergent does at this. And then I'm going to show you the exact steps of how you can actually not only create a Chrome extension, but then use it in your Chrome browser. And then what would the steps be to actually get it in the Chrome store, so that way you could start making money from it. So we're going to go step by step through that whole process in this video. So I just wrote a prompt that I want to build a Chrome extension similar to the full page one I described, where it will take a screenshot of the full page. And then I want it to give me instructions of how to actually make it work. Then you can do a couple things here. We can go ahead and choose the model that we're going to use. And this is something I really like about Emergent. It feels a little bit more like Cursor, more of a pro tool, even though it is still really easy to use and get started with. I'm going to go ahead with Claude Sonnet 4.5. Now I'm going to turn on Ultra, which just gives us a little bit more thinking tokens. It's really optional. It'll work great without this. You do have to be on a pro plan to activate Ultra, but I'm going to use it in this example. You can also choose different models here from Emergent. So there's just some variations on what they're good at. Stable and thorough versus fast and flexible. We'll do stable and thorough to just try to get a really good result on the first try. You can sync all the code to GitHub, so you're not locked in at all with Emergent. It can totally be synced to GitHub, which is great. You can also add MCP tools, which is pretty cool if you want to add Supabase, for example, Notion, although you do have a backend built into Emergent, so you don't need to use Supabase, but if you want to, it's an option. I'm going to turn on the memory MCP because I think that's a cool one to have turned on. And then let's send this off. So before continuing to build, Emergent is just asking us some questions. And I like that it does this to make sure that it's going in the right direction for us before spending 10 minutes building and then it's not what we want. So it's asking us what we want. Extension type, should it be a standalone Chrome extension or integrated with a web app? So I'm going to say standalone Chrome extension for now, but you could integrate it with a backend so that your extension has like a backend database. For screenshot method, we can do a simple method, capture visible area only, or advanced method, scrolls and stitches the page together. That's what I want. I want the advanced method because that's going to be more powerful and actually provide more value. UI design, I'm going to say minimal UI design, and then auto generate file naming with timestamp is fine. Okay, so let's let it build that and we'll come back once we have something to test out. Okay, so Emergent has finished our first version. It says it's built and ready for use. It's giving us installation instructions. So we're going to go through that in just a second. It includes these files, including quick start installation guide, which is helpful. So let's go ahead and view our code. So to do this, we're just going to click on code, copy the password, open this in browser, which is going to open an IDE in our browser that we can then view, which I'm going to need to actually get the code. So here's all the code that Emergent created. So we just downloaded this file, Chrome extension, and now we just have to go to Chrome and then with this specific format. And I'm on the Arc browser, but it's built on Chrome, so it'll work just the same. Then you need to make sure you're in developer mode up on the top. Then we're going to load unpacked, and here it is. I'm going to turn this off. That was one I was testing with. So here's the one that is now turned on and it's on our browser. So we have now created a Chrome extension and it is on our personal Chrome browser. So let's now test this out. So let's say we go to news.ycombinator. We want to take a screenshot of the full page. So I clicked on my Chrome extension and it opens this little tool. Now we're going to click capture full page. So it looked like it scrolled down. So hopefully it works. It says screenshot saved. And now let's check it out. Okay, so it looks like it didn't work correctly. So I'm going to send this back to Emergent and see if we can debug this. So it seems to think it knows what's happening. So let's see if it can actually resolve it. I still think that it's cool that even though it didn't work perfectly on the first try, I was still able to get a Chrome extension and put it into my Chrome browser. I've never done that before, so it's cool that worked. All right, so let's see. It seems to have really thought about the problem and says it's resolved. So let's try it out. Let's go back to our code. We're going to have to download it again. So this is one issue that maybe there's something that I don't know about of how to test this better, but with Chrome extensions, I guess we're going to have to re-upload it and test it out. So the iteration is going to be a little bit slower. So we have our fixes applied. So it talks about exactly what it did. And then under installation guide, here we go. So same thing. We're just going to have to download our Chrome extension file again. And now let's load it up and let's try this again. This is on the New York Times, so there's a lot of scrolling. So this will be a good one to test it with. Let's try. I'm going to click capture screenshot, capturing multiple sections. This is actually interesting. And then I guess it's stitching it together. So this isn't the easiest thing to do, by the way. And then let's see. All right, so it looks like it was close. It was trying to get it. I think this is a better result than before, but it still doesn't quite work. Let me try on a different website just to see what might be happening. Just in case the New York Times had something to block that. Let me try it again on Y Combinator's hacker. Okay, so this, again, it's not the full thing here. Okay, all right, here we go. So now it's actually really close on Wikipedia. I think the other site's vendor just had something to prevent scraping, actually, and that might be the problem. So this is actually really close. This is cool. So I'll take a screenshot of this. Let's try one more time just to see if we can get it to do the full width, because for some reason it's getting cut off halfway through. So we're just giving it some instructions here, and hopefully this is able to get it on the third try. And this will be the last try. So let's see what we get. So here I can zoom in and we can see we have the contents. And as we scroll down, that is the full page being correctly added. So it all worked correctly. Awesome. So I just said that it works and asked how would I add this to the real Chrome store. So it created this publishing guide telling us exactly what to do. We need to pay the one-time $5 fee to register as a developer. Then we would have to just upload the zip file, which it's creating for me now. I can see it's creating the zip file below. And then all you would do is upload it, add an icon, and then it would be available for anyone to access on the Google Chrome store. And then as a next step, we could add monetization, all sorts of things like that through Emergent as a next step. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment below if we should do more videos like this, more Chrome extensions or more videos with Emergent. Just let me know what you think. Click the link below to go to Emergent and try it out for yourself, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more free content like this. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.